This is Meteorologist Matthew East, and this is the Tuesday edition of the Carolina weather video. And we're looking at a lot of rain across a good chunk of the Carolinas today. Let me get into a couple of webcam shots from this morning. That is a very foggy look up at the Beach Mountain Parkway cam, courtesy of highcountrywebcams.com. And a lot of fog, a lot of rain at times in the mountains this morning. And again, normally you'd be able to see the community of Beach Mountain and the parkway down below there, but that camera really fogged in this morning. Scoot over to the Wilmington area, and that's an image snap this morning. In the coastal part of the Carolinas, the weather was doing pretty good this morning. But even there, the coast, we're going to see some showers from time to time later on today and tonight. There's the large SatRad view across the region. And notice we have this band of showers. It's set itself up here across the Piedmont foothills and into the eastern slopes of the mountains. I'll explain what's going on here in just one second. This is just the radar, and this is courtesy of my friend Mike Dross and his great website, rightweather.com. And again, notice we have that area of rain extending all the way from the upstate of South Carolina up into Virginia, and we're going to see these showers from time to time through the day. Now, here's the setup. At the surface, we have some cooler, drier air that's pushed into our area from the north. And if you take a look at a water vapor satellite loop today, you'll notice we have a broad flow of moisture right off of the Gulf of Mexico and on up into the Carolinas, riding up and over that cool, stable layer of air at the surface. And that's causing what we call isentropic upglide, or in other words, just some lift, lifting that Gulf of Mexico moisture up in the atmosphere. And that is creating the areas of rain we're seeing out there for today. Temperature-wise, the core of the cool air is still back in the Rockies and the Plain States, widespread 40s in that part of the country this morning. And we're going to have a cool day around here today. I think most of the Piedmont staying in the 60s through the day with those occasional showers. And it's certainly going to be a cool day. Warmer at the coast, some 80s for highs at the coast today. And generally upper 60s to lower 70s for much of the North Carolina mountain region. Now that's air temperatures. These are the dew point temperatures today. And again, this was valid at 6 o'clock this morning when I snapped this dew point map. And notice we're looking at dew point temperatures in the upper 50s to lower 60s. And what's happening, our air temperatures, as the rain moved in, were in the mid to upper 60s. And if you know anything about meteorology and how the weather works, evaporation is a cooling process. And that is what's going to help keep our temperatures down today. In fact, I wouldn't be shocked if some spots near the Virginia border even dip down into the upper 50s during the course of the day. But I think at best, all of us in the 60s. Across the northern Piedmont and probably the southern Piedmont as well of North Carolina. All right, on to the 06Z run of the GFS, and notice much of the country very, very quiet today. The notable exception here in our area, and that is where we currently have the showers ongoing due to that process that I mentioned, that Gulf of Mexico moisture getting lifted up and over the cooler air at the surface. That's 2 o'clock this afternoon. That's 2 a.m. tomorrow morning. The shower chance is still with us. But I think by tomorrow morning we're going to see those showers tapering off. This is the rain that has fallen through 2 o'clock tomorrow, between 8 a.m. tomorrow and 2 o'clock tomorrow. The showers tapering off, and we'll probably see some sunshine. Try to work in during the afternoon hours for tomorrow. Skipping ahead here, this is 2 o'clock on Thursday, and I think Thursday will be a dry day. We'll see highs try to bump up close to 80 degrees in many spots Thursday before we see another area of cool Canadian high pressure move into the New England state, and that's going to reinforce the cool, dry air around here. There goes that high as we get on into the day on Friday. And notice we have, again, some of that cooler air draining down the eastern side of the mountains. And that should set us up for some really nice weather to end the week. I don't think we're going to see on Friday and Saturday Gulf of Mexico moisture overriding that cooler air. So it should result in some cooler temperatures, but still a lot of sunshine to end the week. Saturday, we're in good shape. Probably we're looking at a lot of highs Friday through the weekend, mid to upper 70s, low temperatures each morning, down toward the upper 50s. And finally on Sunday, notice the 6C run of the GFS picking up here on that chance of hybrid coastal low pressure development. A lot of modeling picking up on that late this weekend. and see the tropical weather video. I discussed that a little bit further, but if that does happen, probably very little impact on the interior portion of the Carolinas, but if that low pressure does develop along the coast this weekend, could certainly cause some rainy weather to end the weekend up and down the Carolina coastline. But it remains to be seen whether or not that's actually going to occur. All right, if you want to drop me an email, matthew.east@news14.com, and remember, News 14 Carolina, Time Warner Cable Channel 14, in the Triad, Charlotte, Raleigh, and Wilmington television markets. That's it for this edition, the Tuesday edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Everyone have a wonderful day, and God bless.